I don't understand what the problem is with so-called conceptual art, so-called realist art. Art is art, and it doesn't really much matter what it looks like. Well, I, as a human being, wake up every morning and I basically have to assess who I am, what I am, and what's going on in the world. If there's fighting in the street, it might not be the time for you to start casting for a new movie. Okay. No, but this conceptual art nonsense, it's art. It requires the same amount of materials, things, as everything else. I don't mean to sound coy or such, but if you don't want to question things, don't become an artist. Become a teacher, become a theorist, become a philosopher where you tell people things. I show them things and I wonder how it's going to work. And the only purpose for making art is to make the art that you are not happy with seeing in the world not useful anymore. Art is made by people for other people. Art is a thing that comes in the world. It has no place to be. There's no reason that it didn't exist before. It bangs against the walls. It bangs against the floor. It hits. And eventually it finds a place and settles in. The world has to adapt to art. That's its function. If they don't want to adapt to it, they don't have to. It's not, not rocket science. Now that's what art is about. Art is about presenting something that perhaps isn't good news for the other people, but it has something to say for itself. That's it. That's my life in a nutshell. All the nonsense that happened in between. It's nice. It's interesting, but you can't learn anything from something that happened to somebody else. You really can't. Nobody talked to me. So the city decided that to become a world power, Vienna had to have another coffee house. So they built it on the top of the aquarium. And then they were annoyed because I said, A, it's supposed to stay there, and B, you're supposed to have paid me something. I am hurt, I am annoyed, but that's the class of people that don't keep their word. I'm angry, not angry. I'm not going to spend my life making protests about this thing, but if asked the question, I'll tell them the honest answer. I think it was handled very badly, and I don't want to talk about the details. This was a particular situation, and they fucked up. They don't accept artists as normal members of the society. And if they did, they would realize that everything that applies to them applies to the artist too. You signed a contract, you do it. Don't sign it if you don't want to. We don't live in a society that people get forced to sign it.